Hey everyone, continuing where we last left off, we just finished setting up our Substance project and baking mesh maps. The next thing that I want to take a look at is how to bake high poly detail in Substance Painter bake mesh maps. Now, if you've been following along, one update that I've made in between videos is that I separated the shirt and shorts from the glove and boots to give myself more detail when texturing in Substance Painter, as you can see here. So now I have gloves and boots, shirts and shorts as two separate maps instead of combined into one. Alright, so with that, let's go ahead and jump into Maya and get our high poly model ready. Alright, so here we are back in Maya. And as you can see, I gave a different material texture set to the shirts and short like I said, and then I ended up re-exporting that and setting those layers back up. Alright, so now we want to go ahead and take the detail from a high poly model and bake it down into the low poly model. So in order to do that, we need to take this character main group and duplicate it. Okay, so I'll go ahead and hit Control-1 to isolate, select all the meshes, shift right click and go to smooth. All right, so if you hit Q, you can see that now we have a nice subdivided model. So I'm going to select all the models again, go to my channel box, and you can see we have poly smooth face, and we can go ahead and actually subdivide that twice. Now the good thing is, all we're doing here is taking the detail from this high poly mesh and baking it into a texture map for our low character. So you can see the difference in between the two. The nice thing about this is that we're going to have essentially 341,000 triangles worth of, texture detail baked into the 2K or 4K maps that we're going to be creating in Substance. And the model right here is only 21,000 triangles. There are some things that we can do to further optimize this, but for right now, we're happy with how the low poly looks. So I'll go ahead and undo that and just move my model back here. Now, the key thing is, of course, they have to be on top of each other. Okay, so make sure that your models are on top of each other, and then make sure you kind of do a pass, and then that your low poly and your high poly models have kind of essentially the same form. All right. What I always tell students when they're starting out, or people that are learning modeling, is don't rely on smooth preview. Smooth preview should essentially just be adding kind of the softened edge to your model. Okay, because if you rely too much, let's say you have a four-sided piece of geometry and then it subdivides, well, then it might not turn out very good. All right, but you can see here that everything seems to be in order and everything's looking okay. All right, now if we go ahead and do an export, we'll do a file export selection. We've already done the low poly and we've already exported it as an FBX. That's what's currently in our project. So we're good there. What we want to export now is our character main, and it's set to _low. I actually want to change this to _high. Okay. Now, there's one thing that we want to change as we export this. We need to tell Substance Painter that these characters or these objects here are associated with the high poly character. You don't want to recombine the whole mesh and re-export it. You want to make sure that you keep the low, the high acronyms. Now, if you're like, oh crap, I got like a ton of models or a ton of pieces and I don't want to have to rename it, don't worry. Okay, so what we're going to do is quickly use a modify search and replace names. Okay, now here's the nice thing. Let's say I'm going to do this for a quick example. I have the head here and I go ahead and let's just say I name this to something else like, poly surface, and then hit enter. You can see that now I have poly surface 1 through 28. And if I want to add _low to everything, well, what you need to tell Maya is to keep the name and then replace with, or to add _low. So the character for that is money sign. So shift 4 on your keyboard. So search for money sign. So that'll keep these names, replace with underscore low. And that will go ahead now, boom, add underscore low to all of your meshes here. Okay, so we're good on that. We already see that we have that underscore low. So what we want to do now is go to our high poly mesh now and grab all of the underscore lows, just like this. And instead now we want to say search for underscore low and replace with underscore high. And go ahead and apply, and there you go. So the entire set is now set to underscore high, and I missed my character group here, no big deal. Just go ahead and apply that, and we're good to go. Now you might be thinking, well, why do that? Why do I have to do that? I'm just going to export it all as one mesh and get the bake maps this way. Well, when you have things like this, where your hair follicles, you have a bunch of them, and they're all combined, believe me, I already tested this out. This is going to cause all sorts of mess here when it does some texture baking, all right? So let's go ahead, and now if you go ahead and export it, just as an FBX, we can now do the bake mesh map. So go ahead and change that to FBX, and let me find that real quick. We got FBX export, and then we want to make sure to export into our exports folder. And then I have my high here, all right, which I already have ready to go. So I will head back into Substance Painter, and here we are. Now, again, in the last video, we already baked it just kind of using the self model, which is perfectly fine, but sometimes you want a little bit more detail, okay? So let's go ahead now to, under Texture Set Settings, Bake Mesh Maps, and we're gonna leave this at 1024. We want to go ahead and plug in our high definition mesh. So go ahead and hit the document icon to find the file. And here we have character main underscore high. So we want to make sure we load that in and then verify that we have match is set to always. Go ahead and change that to by mesh name. Then we're going to say low poly prefix underscore low, high poly prefix underscore high, and then we're going to go ahead and now bake that. So if we're happy with everything else, we're going to now take the detail from the high poly and bake it down to the low. So I will go ahead and start that, and then I will pause once this is done. Okay, and it's done. So it baked out all the maps, and let's go ahead and take a look. So you can see that it did a really good job baking out the hair follicles and the bake details, and this is only set to 1K. When we get ready to bake this out, all of this minor artifacting and low resolution will be gone, okay? We're going to take a look at fixing up some of these textures here too. But all in all, everything's looking really good. We now have that nice smoothness and all of that high poly detail coming through. And the hair comes out clean because we separated it with high and low and did it by mesh name. Now, just so we can do a kind of a comparison, I'm going to zoom into the hair so you can see the benefit of using the high poly or the underscore high and the underscore exporting workflow. Okay, so if I go ahead now and go to bake mesh maps again, and this time we're going to act like we don't have it paying attention to the name. So if I set this back to always, go to selection, and normally these are all on by default. I'm going to just deselect these and only do the hair. Then I'm going to do bake selected textures. I'm going to quickly let that run through, and then we're going to see some issues pop up because these are so close to each other. And I hit OK, and then there. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The hair follicles are so close, it's just causing artifacting in our mesh, okay? And you can see it all throughout. It's just noisy, it's just messy, it looks terrible, to be honest, okay? And so that's the reason why we go to Bake Mesh Maps, and we make sure to always export with the underscore low and high, and do a match by mesh name. and go ahead and bake selected textures. What we used to have to do is kind of use this explosion method where you separate all the pieces of geometry and then use that to bake, but now you can just easily do it using by adding just a string at the end that says low, high, and then you're good to go. All right, so if you found this helpful, make sure to please like and subscribe, and we're going to just continue to move on with texturing this character. I'll see you there.